right, let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on, church. What going on with your church? What going on with your church? Ooh. All right, let me move this. Hold on. What's up, y'all? I'm back from my promised Monday stream. Hope everybody's doing amazing. Let me fix some stuff up real quick. Do this and then do this here. That'll work. I wonder, could I? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, next stream, somebody gotta remind me, but we gotta get this chat on we gotta get this chat on the screen, man. We gotta get this chat on the screen. I didn't even change the name of the stream, man. My bad, y'all. Hold on, let me try to change this right quick. Let me see if I can change this. See if I can change the stream real quick. But what going on with y'all, man? What's going on? It's your boy OC Live back at it with another stream. And I'm living for the kingdom, this for God. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure this looks straight. Hop in, get the chat on my phone. Huh. Let me see. Should say I'm not. Oh yeah. Yep, it does. Should say I'm not. Oh yeah. It does. All right. All right, let's see, y'all. Let's see. What's going on, y'all? My name is OC. I stream. Let's see. I'm so happy to have y'all here. I happen to be y'all's favorite Christian streamer. If y'all didn't know, I definitely am. But yeah, man, we're gonna figure this thing out today. I'm not gonna lie. My last stream, I stream every other day. But my last stream, I had this name on the stream, and bro, I did not change it. So this kind of sucks, man. This kind of sucks. This kind of sucks. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of sucks, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Say what's up. Scroll up in the comments. Say what's up, man. Talk to your boy, man. We gonna have a good night. We gonna react to some stuff. We gonna watch some cool little stuff. Uh, heck yeah, man. What's going on? How was y'all's day? Like, what's going on? It's 15 of y'all in here. Like, what's up? What's going on? What's the deal? Let's see. What's on YouTube, man? What y'all be watching? What y'all been watching on YouTube lately? Let's see. I'll just tell y'all about my day. I done had a cool little day, man. I've been looking for jobs. Y'all. I need to get another job just to keep myself super busy. At this moment, I'm entering into another season. And yeah, I'm gonna need that income, and I'm gonna need. I don't know. You know how sometimes you just need your hands like on something. Like you just need to just be like, you feel me? Like hands on, bro. Like that's the season I'm in, bro. I need my hands on something. You feel me? I need my hands on something. So it's like, you feel me? That's where I'm at right now. Make sure y'all like the live. Double tap, hit that button. That double tap button. Appreciate the like. Whoever just like that. But yeah, man. Appreciate the like. Yo, excuse me. Excuse me. But y'all ain't gonna lie. I think we need to watch some. I think I want to watch some Myron Golden. This looks interesting. Wait. I want to watch a Myron Golden video. So we can learn how to get rich, guys. Who wants money? I want money. Y'all gotta say what's up. Y'all acting shy today. One second. Ah, dang, that's the wrong thing. I say what's up. Right, let me invite my peoples. Let me invite my peoples in here. What's up, y'all? I'm about to post this on IG. We're gonna have an hour stream today, so this would be super cool. I appreciate y'all for joining. Make sure y'all leave a like. Remember to, you know what I'm saying, leave a like. My name is OC. I make Christian comedy content and just Christian content. So you know, we be watching cool little stuff. We reacting, and I make my own content, so it'd be cool showing an underdog. Heck yeah. Showing love. Wait. Appreciate it. I appreciate showing love to an underdog. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, CJ. Appreciate you. Heck yeah, man. We on the come up. But yeah, bro. I be chilling. I just started back streaming, man. So I really been focused on my content. But bro, just like with this content stuff, I don't know if y'all make it or not, if y'all want to, but like I've had a lot of success, bro. Between me and y'all, if y'all in here, you know, I just recently started getting paid again from content. So a few months ago. So that's really cool. So I've been seeing some success with it. But it's like you gotta know your capacity, man. Like you gotta work really hard, but you also gotta know your capacity. Like I'm in my bad. I'm in this time where, you know what I'm saying? Like I can post a lot, but I just really want to be consistent with what I can post. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to post a whole bunch or nothing crazy like that. I'm not trying to do that. But I appreciate you, bro. Let's see, man. Let's get into this. 7 million. My girl sent me, let me see, history. It's time to put your limits to work. Let's watch this. But all the best to you. Hi from Brazil. What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Easy. Appreciate you, buddy. Watching the stream for the first time here. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all leave a sub, but check out my content. Wait, my bad. Check out my content. Make sure y'all check out my content. I appreciate you for sliding through. I gotta start this video over because I was not listening. And I don't remember how it started. Heck yeah, teach me how to say hi, how are you in Portuguese. How do you say it? How you say it? Let me know. Dang. Oi, oi, tudo bem. Wait, we, let me see. Hold on. We, oi, tudo bem. Oi, tudo bem. Oi, tudo bem. Yeah. Or it's oi, us, oi, oi, tudo bem? Bem? Oi, tudo bem? Oi, tudo bem? Hey, hold on. Portuguese and love. Yeah. I know a little somebody. Know a little something about that Portuguese. That Portuguese. Yeah, that's fire. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Heck yeah, I know how to communicate. So you're from Brazil. So how do you like Brazil? Like have you ever been to the US? At least the hi and how are you are okay. Sorry if I'm speaking English wrong. I'm using Google. LOL. Oh, so you don't understand what I'm saying. Bruh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to break this boundary. Like Portuguese, that's not like Spanish. I might be able to like hold on, you feel me, do a little something with the Espanol. Pero I don't know about Portuguese. Wow. That's crazy. Yes, I live here and I understand a little of what you're saying if you speak so. Okay. So, how do you like Brazil versus the US or United States? Sheesh, church. I'm speaking to somebody in Portuguese. A Portuguese. All the time, oh, to God. Ooh, you can come back at the die. Let me a hurry. You talk to the sauce badly. You're Woo. If I won't let you go that easy. I'm giving up to you. Hey, I don't wanna let you go that easy. You Portuguese in love. Woo! Hello, y'all know about that? Everyone confuses Portuguese with Spanish. But we Brazilians understand Spanish better than the Spanish do. LOL. Okay, that's cool. So you speak Espanol. Tú hablas español. I really like Brazil, but I can't deny that Brazil is better than the US in some ways, especially the fact, wait, especially the fact that healthcare is free for all citizens. Brazil has its problems, but it's also very good. That's fire. I think I want to like is Brazil. Oh, don't cut me off again. Is Brazil a good place to visit? Y'all, we're live having a conversation with somebody Portuguese. Is there anybody else who can speak Portuguese in the chat? Eh, Porto, Portuguese and Spanish. Okay. So tú hablas Portuguese y español. That's what's up. Hold on, you know this song? Do you know this song? Ooh! Okay, wait. Cause YouTube don't even be playing that, bro. They might mess around and copyright my butt. I'll be done. I'll be done on here. Did I tell the people to get in here? Yeah, let me tell story. Let me tell my story to get in here, y'all. Um, come through. Hey, I remember I used to listen to Drake all the time. Hold on. I don't want them to. I ain't even gonna do that. I'm just gonna say, come through. All right. All right, church. So today we learning how to be millionaires, okay? So we listening to Myron Golden. Appreciate y'all for the likes. You're really cool, man, LOL, and funny. Thank you. Thank you. But I live in south of the state. Rio. Wait, normally any celebrity goes to the big cities of Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. Ooh, I do. I ain't gonna lie. I do want to go to Rio. I do want to go to Rio de Janeiro. The woman that I love is named Rio, so I would love to visit Rio. Everyone refuses. Oh yeah. Hold on. 1 second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Don't worry. All right, y'all. So today we learning how to be a millionaire. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it short. We learn how to be millionaires today. All right. Hello. What's going on? Meliana in the building. What's up? When y'all come in, speak. You feel me? If y'all want to just talk, we could just talk. But we gonna be watching this video. He's teaching us how to put our faith to work. So I really want to watch this video. So you know what I'm saying? We can watch it, and then we can chop it up too. Let's do it. Mm. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? That's crazy. Now that's good though, y'all. We gotta believe in ourselves. We gotta believe. We gotta believe in ourselves. That's good. W advice. What y'all think? Good. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Right. Shogun Gaming. Shogun Gaming in the building. What's going on, my boy? W Shogun Gaming in the building. Best gaming YouTuber on the app, on the platform. Y'all make some noise for him. What's going on, bro? We learning how to put our faith to work. Myron Golden. We trying to be millionaires, man. We trying to do something. You feel me? Let's do it. Sub up, butter down. Y'all heard what he said, bro? $11,000 an hour for the travel. That don't include the room, baby. That's how I'm trying to be. All right, for me to get there, it's gonna be about $1 million a minute. Yeah, bare minimum. That's how he was talking. $11,000 an hour. That's probably a 3-hour flight. Bro getting paid $33,000 to get there. Just to get there. That ain't even the hotel. That ain't even the speaking cost. Come on now. $250,000 an hour, baby. Hour. Hour. Come on now. They getting ready. Hey, I need to start speaking, publicly speaking. I can tell you something. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, it's fire though. Appreciate you, buddy. That's true. Wow. Yeah. Yo. Is this Leland I'm looking at? Wait, hold on. Let me look at this picture, bro. I know that gotta be him. Like on my side, bro. Your picture is small, but I can see the like this is what I see. Wait, hold on. With the fro, I see in the picture. You know what's up, man? I've been on here since 10. So about 30 minutes, man. What's going on, bro? We learning how to put our faith to work. Myron Golden talking about how much he charges and like how you need to charge what you work. And he talking about a lot of stuff. So we watching this video. So tap in, bro. I appreciate you tapping in, man. What's going on, man? This is one of the best actors I know in here. Leland Odom, tap in with him. My bad. My bad, y'all. All right. Dang. Can't hear him talking. Oh, the desktop audio was off. My bad, y'all. Dang. Ain't nobody say nothing. My bad, y'all. Here you go. Should be able to hear it now.
I don't think he's right about everything. I think he's right about this. He said, if you want to duplicate any form of human excellence, you need to find somebody who's performing at a high level in that discipline and model three things. He said, number one, you want to model their belief systems. I submit to you that the life you're living right now is a direct result of the beliefs that you hold right now. Beliefs that you hold about the past and beliefs that you hold about the future. So he said the second thing, you need to first thing model their.
Hey, that's like buddy. Brody talking about some. Yeah, man, seems like a pretty good message, but I can't hear that. Hey, bro, that's like hilarious, bro. That is hilarious to me.
Belief system. Second thing, you model their physiology. You carry yourself the way they carry themselves. Like, if I came in here and I was like this, you would assume something about me. If I talk like this, you would assume something about me. If I was shifty-eyed, this is my physiology. And I never looked at anybody. If I never looked at anybody in the face, you would think, this person can't be trusted, right? So you model their physiology, and then you model their mental syntax. And the mental syntax is the order in which they fire off messages in their brain. For instance, if you say, the dog bit Johnny, that has meaning, right? The dog bit Johnny. But if you say, Johnny bit the dog, that has a different meaning, even though both sentences have the exact same words in them. So what, like the order that you do a thing oftentimes is as important as the thing you're doing. Are y'all tracking? Okay. So you have to have confidence. Why don't people have confidence? People don't have confidence because they don't trust themselves. Why don't people trust themselves? Because the only person who's heard every lie you've ever told is you.
Ooh. Sometimes you gotta clap, even if you ain't in person. Sometimes you gotta clap at the video. You done heard every lie you told. That's why it's hard to trust yourself. Dang. That's crazy.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
And watch this. Here's the main reason. You told yourself, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Like, this is why New Year's resolutions are a bad idea. You say, this year I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And then 3 weeks in, you stop doing it. Right? And the reason you stopped doing it is because you made a choice, you didn't make a decision. I'm going to show you what that means in a minute. And so what happened is you have this wishy-washy way of being, and so you don't have confidence because you've broken your word to yourself so many times in the past you can't believe a word you say.
Wow.
How many of y'all tracking? And so confidence comes from the root word confide. What if confidence was you just learn how to confide in you confide in self. You have confidence in yourself because you trust yourself, because you know your word is your bond. How many of y'all tracking? Here's what happens. Like if
What's going on into this chain? Hope we get the rest goes well. Absolutely, bro. Appreciate you, man. Be smooth. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, yo, I gotta write this junk down. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta take some notes. Hold on. He said confidence is to confide in self. Fire. Sheesh. That's fire.
you don't trust yourself because you've broken your word to yourself so many times in the past, you can't believe a word you say. When you're talking to people, what you don't realize is people don't see you through their eyes, they see you through your eyes. And you're literally causing people to doubt you because you doubt yourself. How many of y'all tracking? Wave at me, my peeps. Right? And so what happens is the word confide, the root, the prefix confide means with. Right? So with fidelity, fidel, with fidelity. With his what? With fidelity. What's fidelity? It's just like truth. Like you're doing the thing. You take the word decide. Decide. What's decide mean? De, of, or from, side, to cut. When you make a decision, you cut yourself off from any other possibility. Somebody said, so you got, and they thought they were being clever, but they were actually being clueless. They said, you got 3 birds sitting on the fence. 2 decide to fly away. How many are left? And somebody said, well, 1's left. And he said, no, 3 are left because the other 2 decided. They didn't fly away. No, if they actually decided, they would have flown away because they cut themselves off from not flying away. Now, if he said 3 birds are sitting on a fence and 2 choose to fly away, how many are left? Well, now 3 are left. Because a choice the word choose just means pick one. If I'm picking one today, I can pick a different tomorrow. And what happens is people go around picking one that feels the most comfortable in the moment, that feels the easiest path in the moment. You can't live a limitless life like that. People who go out and change the world, they literally have a reality distortion field that is so big that it doesn't matter that other people tell them it's impossible. David's brother said, oh, what are you doing down here? You just came down to see the battle. We know your pride and the naughtiness of your heart. David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause? Like, y'all hiding. I'm going to go fight this dude. Why are you fussing at me? I ain't the problem. He's the problem. Y'all the problem. I ain't the problem. But see what happens for people who are unwilling to change a situation, the people who are willing to change the situation are the problem to those people, because now you got to live with yourself after you see that your next door neighbor go do the thing that you've been talking about doing for the last 10 years. Can I get a witness? Yeah, and most people don't make decisions. They make choices. But if you're going to be a person of honor, you need to learn to make decisions, because to decide is to make a covenant with yourself. Remember the word covenant, right? So two people come together, they would kill an animal, they would walk in a circle, they would take a knife in their left hand, cut their right hand, put their hands together, bind it together with a rope. The word covenant means to cut. And they would make a promise on their life saying, if I don't keep my word to you, may what happened to this animal happen to me. What if your word, the things you say, became a covenant that you make with yourself? So now you can trust yourself. Because you'd rather die in honor keeping your word than live in dishonor and not keep your word.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay? I picked up the car a few months ago, and watch this, ready? $97 premium, $20 were my fees, $118. Now, I covered up my private information, guys. $30.
That's crazy.
Like, the game would change for you forever. Because now you don't go through life sticking your toe in the water that could elevate your ship and take you to a place you've only dreamed of in the past. You don't stick your toe in that water anymore. You dive in the water, and then you start building your ship after you're in the water. You figure it out on the way. And so, if you're going to have a limitless life, the first thing you need to do is you need to have a very determined and clear focus. Now, by the way, everybody focuses. So here's the difference between people who succeed and people who fail. People who succeed, so success goes on this path. People who succeed, they focus on intention, which means I decided in my autonomy what I'm going to focus on. I didn't have somebody else decide that for me. I don't go to the restaurant and I say, hey, they say, what would you like to order? I don't know, tell me what's good. No, I already know. When I go to the restaurant, I bring my appetite with me and I know what I want to eat, and I don't want the server telling me what they like, because I might not like this. I mean, there are people who like stuff I don't like. There are people who like lima beans. She might like lima beans. And then she might say, the lima beans are great. I don't care how great the lima beans are. I don't want the lima beans. So, but people who fail, they're focused. But guess what they focus on? They focus on distractions. Literally, the difference between success and failure is people who succeed focus on intention. People who fail focus on distraction. And what's really interesting is it doesn't matter in which direction they look, they're still focused on the same thing. A person who succeeds, they look back to the past, guess what they see? They see intention. Oh, that thing happened to me to get me ready for the thing I'm now doing. That thing happened to me to get me ready for the thing I'm going to do. So I'm not a victim. I am not a victim of the thing that happened in the past. I'm a product of the thing that happened in the past. So now, I just finished this book yesterday. I've been going. So I was at this mastermind in Mexico, and a guy speaking there, his name's Dr. Benjamin Hardy, and he's the co-author of Who Not How, with Dan Sullivan. And so,
what's the deal, church? We watching this Myron Golden video. He's talking about how to put your faith in action, how to put your faith to work.
Who Not How is a book that basically the premise of that book is if you're focused on trying to figure out how to do the thing that's missing in your business, in your life, in your whatever, you're focused on the wrong thing. You shouldn't be focused on the how, you should be focused on the who. So a lot of people are focused on, how do I sell more of my stuff? Before you do that as an entrepreneur, time out. Why don't you figure out who you should be selling to in the first place? Who should I be selling to is way more important than how do I sell. Because the who you're selling to is going to determine how you sell. Right? But most people never, and believe it or not, coaching thousands of entrepreneurs, the hardest thing for them to decide is who they're going to help and how they're going to help them. Wow. How do you have a business? You have to know that. You have to know who you can help. You have to know how you can help them. If you don't know those two things, you're a wandering generality.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
Trudy, you're funny. So So you need to have focus. So you need to focus on figuring out how to turn everything in your past into a positive catalyst for your current life, for your current experience of life. So what does that mean? That means you have to look at everything that's happened in the past and realize that none of it happened to you and all of it happened for you. It's so fascinating to me when I read the story of Joseph, because the story of Joseph affected Joseph negatively, it affected his father negatively, and the same experience when Pharaoh asked Israel, he said, so how old are you? Or Jacob asked Jacob, how old are you? He said, few and, he didn't use the word terrible. He said, few and miserable or something like that have been the days of my life. Really? Really? That's few and miserable? Really have been the days of your life? You got a beautiful family? Yeah, I get it. Your boys, your brother tried to kill you. I get all that, but like you're putting the wrong frame around it. Frames create focus. Do you understand? You can't change what happened to you in the past, but you have every ability whatsoever to change what it means to you. You can decide right now. I used to think, well, I'm going to use myself as an example. Not that I really thought this, but I'm going to use it as an example so you can understand it. Like I've got 6 brothers. They can all run. I had polio. I've got this brace on my leg. I can't run. I used to think, I didn't think this, but I'm just using it as an example. I used to think, well, God doesn't love me as much as he loved them because they could run and I couldn't run. Or I could think, well, God loved me more than he loved them. That's because he made it so I couldn't run, so I learned how to fight, right? Right? That could be it, right? Or I could just say, watch this. I'm deciding the frame. I could say, look, God ordained in his sovereign, I'm not saying God did this to me, but he ordained this for my life in his sovereign will before eternity ever began, because God knew in order for my brain to speed up as fast as it needed to speed up for my assignment, my body needed to slow down. Right? Like where do the meanings come from that you have on the situations in your life? You know where they come from? Like, well, you decide. You decide where they come from. Joseph said about the very same things, the very same things, except maybe the stuff that happened to Joseph was worse than the stuff that happened to Jacob. Because his brothers, his own brothers, his big brothers, they wanted to kill him. They threw him in a pit and left him there. And then some Midianites came and took him out, and then they sold him into slavery. And then he's doing a good job at Potiphar's house. Potiphar's wife lies on him. He goes to prison for a crime he didn't commit. Like, what would your attitude be? When I get out of here, I'm going to show everybody, right? Not him. Joseph just made sure wherever he was, he honored God to the best of his ability and did the best he could with every situation. And guess what happened? Here's Joseph's testimony of those same experiences. God has made me fruitful in the land of my affliction. Do you understand? If there is no affliction, there can be no fruitfulness. There is no strength without struggle. There's no advancement without adversity. There's no destiny without difficulty. We got to go through something to get to something. But in order for us to go through what we were designed to get through, we have to look at the past and assign a different meaning to it. We have to focus on how it helped us. Yes, it was painful, but it helped us. It set us up for where we are right now and where we're headed in the future. So when I look at the past, I use it as a catalyst to propel me into my bright future instead of the reasons why I'm stuck in this terrible present. First of all, the present isn't terrible. Why? Because unto him that is joined to all living, there is hope, and a living dog is better than a dead lion. That's what the scripture says. A dead lion can't even roar. So we have to have focus. We have to have focus, but focus by itself is not enough. And by the way, let me say this about focus. Our focus on the future determines our actions in the present. So I'm going to tell you something now. If you live mostly focused on the past and trying to keep things the way they were, you are literally performing an exercise in futility, because the only constant in life is change. So how can my life get better because of the change? And how can I take advantage of the change instead of me fighting to try to keep things from changing? Are y'all tracking? Now, when I look to the future, I have to make sure that, like, first of all, when I look at the future, am I seeing something that's real, or am I just, like, do I get to see something that's there, or am I just seeing it in the eyes of my imagination? Where am I looking at the future? I'm looking at it in my mind, which means I'm the only person who determines what the future looks like to me. Are y'all tracking? Because I made it up. I made it up. Anything I tell myself about a future outcome, I made it up. Well, if I'm going to make up outcomes about the future, it stands to reason that I might as well make up outcomes that serve me and empower me instead of making up outcomes that disempower me and don't serve me. Because I'm making it up. I'm making it up. I mean, I'm gonna build $100 million business. Okay, but I made that up. I could never make $100 million. I made that up. Do you understand? We're making it up as we go. You might as well make up something that inspires you, that challenges you, that charges you, that energizes you, so that you can move in that direction. It's so fascinating. It's so fascinating. By the way, this is biblical mind psychology. Like I'm not like that's it's in the Bible. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. That's one of the most redundant verses in Scripture. Re means to do again. So when it says rejoice, again have joy in the Lord. When? Always. And again I say rejoice, or and again I say again have joy. Why is he telling us to have joy? Because the joy of the Lord is our strength. When we have joy, we have strength. When we have sorrow and depression and sadness, and we're focused on all the things that are missing in our lives, we have discontentment and a lack of gratitude. And that discontentment and lack of gratitude, it doesn't get us more of what we desire. It causes us to lose the things we already have. When Adam and Eve focused on what was missing, they lost all the abundance that they had. The same thing is true today that was true back then. Well, anyway, so here's what it says, though. Here's what it says, rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. Let your moderation be known unto all men, for the Lord is hand. So it's saying be joyful, but then it's saying be willful. Let your moderation, what's moderation? Self-control. Let it be known unto all men. So how do I do that? Well, the Lord is at hand. The thing that we're supposed to use our willpower for is not to make ourselves do something. The thing we should use our willpower for is to remind ourselves that the Lord is present. Because when I use my willpower to remind myself that the Lord is present, then I have joy. Why? In his presence is fullness of joy. Why? Now I'm empowered. Why? Because I know who I am based on whose I am. Yeah. Because when I'm with him, he shows me who I am. Because my identity comes from him. I don't have the identity of the world. I don't have the identity of Myron. I have the identity of God. I am who he knows I am. How many of y'all tracking? So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're operating from that place where when I'm looking at the future, I'm drawing on a future that's empowering me. Wrap your mind around this. Focus on the future. Focus on a future outcome that empowers you. And that will give you strength. How do you know that focusing on a future outcome that you desire empowers you in the present? Because it says it in Hebrews chapter 12. Wherefore, seeing we are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, by the way, that's not talking about people up in heaven watching us. It's talking about their testimony to us of the benefits of having faith, whether we experience the benefits of that faith in this life or whether we don't, because it says some having died in faith, not having received the promise, right? So we know that everybody, having faith does what faith does. Faith makes my life better. It doesn't always make my circumstance better. Just know that, okay? And we've all believed for somebody being healed and that person wasn't healed. We've all believed that somebody was going to be healed and they died. We've all had that experience. Why? Because it is appointed unto man once to die, and after this is judgment. God is sovereign. And there's no prayer I'm going to pray opposing the will of God and it's going to be answered with a yes. Okay, so just understand that. So when I look to the future, wherefore we're seeing we are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight. Guess what that word weight means? It means burden. So I'm supposed to put down every burden and what? Lay it aside every weight and the sin that does so easily beset me. What's the sin that does so easily beset me? The sin of doubt. Because the whole chapter leading up to that was talking about faith. So the sin that so easily besets me is the sin of doubt. Beset means to stop. So the sin that stops me is doubt. And then it says, so how do I do that? How do I put down the weights? How do I lay aside the sin that does so easily beset me? I do it like this. Looking unto Jesus. That's what it says next, right? The author and finisher of our faith. Now, that's not the key in that passage. You want to know the key in that passage? Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, here's the key. Who for the joy that was what? Set before him. That gave him the ability to endure the cross of his present. despising the shame, and is now set down on the right hand of the throne of God. So Jesus himself, the scripture says, he focused on the joyful anticipation of the outcome he desired more than the current pain of the present circumstances. And when I learn to intentionally focus on the joyful anticipation of the outcome I desire, instead of the anxious apprehension of the outcome I don't desire, then I have the power to endure. So focus. I'm going to give you the other two. I don't have time to go into them right now. Faith and follow through. So faith is not, see, one of the reasons your faith is so wavering, because you have faith in faith. You need to stop having faith in faith and start having faith in the one who is faithful. You need to start having faith in the God who cannot lie, and then operate as if everything he told you is truth. Not just true, but truth. There's a difference between what's true and what's truth. What's true is Myron's in Tampa. That's true, but it's not truth. Because later this month, I'll be in Orlando. I'll no longer be in Tampa. What's truth cannot change. So God cannot lie. And if he said something, it is what it is. And so here's what I'm going to end on. Here's what God told me in his word. He didn't whisper it in my ear. It was in the book. Psalms 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the seat, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, in his law, in his principles, in his promises, in his precepts, in his practices, in his law doth he meditate day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither. And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Prosperity is a Bible word. It comes straight from God, and I love prosperity. God is a God of abundance. If you want to know God's original design for wealth, you need to check out that video I did on why evil people are rich. Video title, God's original design for wealth. Hope this blesses you. Stay blessed by the best. In the meantime, in between time, peace out, Cub Scouts.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I've spent the last 43 years now working with people
That's fire, man.
all over the world in 100 countries to show them how.
That's what's up, y'all. That's 10:59. Thank everybody for joining. W stream. Went through, watched some Myron Golden. Hey, I'm gonna watch some after this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch some more, but actually I'm gonna get into my scripture. So, but I appreciate y'all a lot tapping in. With the stream. And heck yeah, man. It's been super cool chilling with y'all. Yeah, bro. We're doing hour streams every other day. It's 11 o'clock. I've been streaming for almost an hour. So I'll say a quick prayer. But I thank you for everybody who joined this stream. Everybody who will join eventually. I just pray over this channel. Pray over everybody. That we could actually have faith. We could believe in you and actually follow the word, your word, the word of God for wisdom. We thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, y'all. That's been an hour, man. Y'all be smooth. Love y'all.